morning campers. Well, it's sunny here. I think we're just north of Castelo Branco in Portugal, and it's not all glamorous, so we just well, we've not been into it yet, but what I mean is we just stayed at like a truck stop last night, trying to get the view in the background if I can, but basically it's just like a motorway services, but it was alright just for one night because it was easier to just like behind me there straight onto the slipway. And I think we've got about 300 miles to do today, and then we'll be down in South Portugal for a place where we're going to stay, I think, for a couple of weeks, and a place that was recommended to us, and it's going to be great. Hopefully we'll meet loads of other full-time people and, you know, full-time home educated people as well with their kids and things like that, so it's going to be great. The sun's out. You can see some trucks. Yeah, it's just the services, it's nothing major, but it's yeah, the air smells different today. You can get that smell of summer. It smells like that. It's coming. Spring is here, I think. So we've been driving for a few hours now, 150 odd mile left, but if you have a look at the roads, this is what it's like all the time. I don't think they have a rush hour here. It's just zombie apocalypse, which is great. It's just so easy. Just cruise control on. Just strange.
So we might have stuffed up the toll road.
Yeah, we did sail through a toll. We should have stopped, but we didn't. So don't know whether we're going to get a fine or it's all tricked up with ANPR. Who knows?
Well, we'll soon find out.
We'll soon find out.
So we arrived in Portugal, and the reason that the toll road, well, the roads were so empty and clear is that clearly toll roads are a pain in the bum. We haven't had any problems up to now with toll roads in France or Spain, but as I mentioned on that last clip, we were really unsure about what we'd done with a toll booth, because we went through, there was some with the gates open and some with the gates shut, and we've never had that before, and we didn't have time to look at the signs on the top, so we just we had cars behind us and we just thought, oh, we'll just follow these other cars, and they just went straight through. Now I had bought a toll card thing, so where it takes money from your card when you go through it, and there's a camera there, so I thought, oh, it's going to recognise our number plate and it'll probably just charge the card that we've registered. So anyway, we were a bit unsure, but we just did it, went through it. Then we got just into Portugal and we came to another toll booth, and the barriers were all down there, and they were manned, a couple of them were manned. So we pulled in, and basically the card that I had registered wouldn't accept it. So this woman came on the speaker and basically said, yeah, have you got your ticket? And I said no, because we went through the open gate because we've got a toll card, toll pass. And she said, oh no, that toll pass doesn't work on this one. You went through the other toll booth thing, I don't know what it's called, Verde, I think it is. So we went through that one, and basically because we didn't have a ticket, they charged us €114. I was like, oh my god, I said, that's outrageous. And she was like, I think she agreed, but what could she do? She wasn't going to open the gates for us until we paid up. So yeah, we had to cough up €114 there and then on the spot to get into the Algarve. There was nothing we could do, we couldn't turn round. It was just our mistake. I did say to her that it wasn't very well signed. Obviously you're coming straight up, you know, you're driving on a motorway, you're not going really slow, then there's not lots of signs further back saying which lane to get in. So yeah, it was our first disaster of the trip really, in Europe, and that we've lost money, which is really, really annoying, because that's like a week's stay here at Mickey's place because it's that cheap. But yeah, you live and learn. It's a lesson. We won't be doing that again. Definitely not. Always look.
So we've come down to the south coast now in Portugal. Mickey's place it's called. There's lots of vans here. I think it's the half term as well for schools. So the place is pretty packed, and it's cooking. But we woke up this morning looking at properties to buy up in northern France and different places, and if I'm honest, it sort of just made a heavy feeling on my chest really, and sort of no purpose and drifting. I suppose we are the compass drifters, but I suppose it's only been 4 months now, but I think it was just starting to hit me a little bit that what were we doing, what's going on, and thinking about England a bit and thinking about what our next move is. But for this week we're going to stay put here. This is a chilled place.
It's really cheap as well, isn't it?
It is cheap.
It's cheap. A lot of people live here full time.
Yeah.
And I can see why, because it's very, very laid back and
Live here.
Yeah, they literally live here.
Full setup.
I think we're just feeling a bit. It's a weird feeling, isn't it? It's kind of like when you've gone from having a job, and we were talking before, weren't we, about how we used to be always rushing to breakfast clubs and after school clubs when the kids were little, and I feel guilty about that now, but I think that's just how you do it. You just get on with it because you need to earn money to pay your mortgage and all the bills, and it feels weird that suddenly we haven't got any kind of any direction. Yeah, although we kind of have got a direction.
We don't have to be anywhere, or
we don't have to be anywhere for a certain time. We're not like having to think about a job at the moment, and it's.
no.
I know we sound like we're moaning, because we're not, because it's amazing, and everyone, anyone that's there working now will feel like, God, what are you moaning about? But it's just weird to go from having that.
There will have to be an income, though.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to think eventually.
Yeah.
An income will be needed, but
we don't know in what.
Right now, it's just very odd, isn't it? Feeling like very.
I don't know the feeling. I don't know the word for it.
But it's not a bad feeling.
No, it's not bad.
But you almost feel like you should have. I think it's the feeling that you should have something that you're aiming for always, and if you haven't, something's wrong. And I think that's the thing. It's like I spoke with my friend this morning, and I was talking about buying a house in France, and she said, "Why don't you just not think about all that now? Just enjoy your trip and your travels, and stop thinking about where you're going to end up." Because we've both agreed we don't want to go back to the UK. That's not going to be for us.
That's a certain.
That's
one good thing, is I'm not going back to 9 to 5 or full time.
We want to find a different way of living, don't we? Where that's not how you have to live, and for the kids as well. I mean, we've spent so much time with them now, and don't get me wrong, sometimes that can drive you mad, but at the same time,
they're growing up and they're developing.
They'll be gone soon, and then we'll have missed it all. And
but
so we're just having a bit of I think we're having a bit of a morning, weren't we? Just
but at least
we
talked about it. At least we've talked about how we felt. And at least we've got each other. That's the main thing, that we're on the same page, and we're not like at logs and going, well, I want this and I want that. We're in this together.
Yeah, we both have the same thoughts, aren't we? And we both, at the moment, feel like France is somewhere that we both felt comfortable.
Well, we planned out a rough route, didn't we? Without thinking too much about where we're going to end up. And that was, we're going to go across the south coast of Spain, and then we're going to go up into the south of France, cross to Italy, and then we're going to go down and see Rome and
because Isabella's got a volcano on her list, isn't she?
Yeah, she wants to see Pompeii.
And a bucket list the kids did of what they want to see was Pisa and a volcano, so Italy's going to happen definitely. But I think, we always got at the back of our minds, we can't travel forever, the kids are getting older, they are going to want
and we are on a budget.
A bedroom again. And the budget for travelling won't last forever. We've not just got
endless money, have we?
So, but we're going to keep going, because I'm not ready to stop, and I can't imagine buying anywhere just yet either. So it's only been 4 months on the road, and we've just entered Europe, and actually it's so much easier.
I think it's the transition, isn't it, really? It's just we've jumped out of like fast-paced lifestyle in the city in the United Kingdom to suddenly.
And I think another thing, when we were in the UK, we were moving every day because you had to, because you can't stay anywhere free camping for more than a day. So I think we were always busy, and I think this is the first time, isn't it, really, we've stopped and had chill and had time to really think. And that's probably why we woke up this morning and thought, what are we doing? Because up until now, we haven't had that time to do that, or sit down and literally do nothing, because we've always been moving on. Where's the next park up? Researching where we're going next. And suddenly now, we've paid here for a week, and it's like, now we've had time
We've
to
been
think.
still now, haven't we, for 4
Yeah, been
days?
still,
And you don't have
and-
to do anything except drink iced tea and
Yeah, but we won't
try and
ramble
get
on
the
and
kids to integrate with other children.
bore everybody. But yeah, this is just we were just sort of saying how we were feeling and how weird feeling it is going from busy lives with a lot of pressure, financial pressure, doing various things and getting things done on time, work pressures, to now suddenly not. It takes some adjustment, and as grateful as we are for
It gives you this
it.
weird feeling that we're trying to explain.
Yeah,
Of
we
like,
can't explain it.
Now what?
Now what? Well, yeah, we will think, and in the meantime, we'll do a little bit of a tour around here, won't we, for everybody? Because it's just so nice.
It is nice.
Yeah.
It is nice. Some of the vans here are amazing.
Yeah,
Like
it's very
buses.
chilled.
There's a bus here, a double-decker bus with a top deck.
Yeah.
You know,
There's all sorts of
people
weird and
live here,
wonderful
it's-
vans here, isn't there?
Yeah.
But
very,
yeah,
very chilled spot.
very chilled.
It's definitely a very relaxed vibe here. Some of the vans are absolutely massive. We'll go up there and look at the animals, shall we?